In today's world where our phones are in our hands all the time, there is this growing trend towards the need for a digital detox. Or lately in the education space, I've heard more people than I would like talking about implementing a cell phone ban. So let's talk about both of these on an individual level, and then we'll talk about them on an organizational level. Now, when I hear someone say they want to do a digital detox, while I absolutely understand why, it tells me that you are somebody who might struggle with self control, that maybe you don't have the right boundaries put in place with how you're using your technology. And if these are challenges you have with your technology, then it may also signal that you have some of these habits in other areas of your life as well. Now, I'm not saying that, setting these boundaries and doing these things is easy in any area at all, but like most practices designed to help us self improve, it's the incremental changes that compound into incredible results. And in Atomic Habits, a book that I just can't stop talking about this month, James Clear shares why this is so hard. And he says that making a choice that is 1% better or 1% worse is really insignificant in the moment, but over the span of moments, it makes up a lifetime. And these choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be. Now, this practice of not paying attention to the choices that we make becomes even worse if you're doing this on an organizational level because just of the sheer ripple effect of people that you're going to impact. So let's take the example of a school and people who want to ban cell phones. Again, trust me, I get it. I have nieces and nephews and cousins, and I see firsthand all the time, like many of you probably do, the impact that phones have and the many bad habits that kids have as well. But I don't believe that banning devices is the answer at all. Because while this may be convenient for those in charge, this is, in my opinion, kind of unethical if we're really preparing young people to actually navigate their reality. And it really ignores the situation at hand. It doesn't teach you how to make better decisions, build better habits, or actually manage those choices independently the way you're going to have to when there's no one there to take your phone away. So when I work with leadership teams, I often share this quote from the book Imaginable by Jane McGonigal, who says almost everything important that's ever happened was unimaginable shortly before it happened. And a lot of what we're experiencing today feels very unimaginable, especially, with a lot of people that I'm talking to around AI, making the phone situation actually a lot worse for many people. She also then goes on to say, though, that it's clear that the problems we refuse to solve today only complicate and intensify the crises that we face tomorrow. So we've had social media and the iPhone now for close to 2 decades, 20 years, and we didn't really take the time to solve the challenge of how to help young people leverage these tools in ways that were really going to help them be successful. We didn't change our curriculum very much. We did not help people realize the possibilities with the creator economy and what your phones can actually help you do. So as a result, I feel like we have an entire generation, really the first group of young adults who grew up with these tools without a lot of guidance, who are now struggling to have to create these digital habits. And I think it's also really important to remember that there's an entire group of people who are also reaping in the rewards of these technologies. They're building businesses, they're part of the creator economy, they're creating more jobs, not only for themselves, but for others, that are giving them freedom of time, location, and much more. So banning cell phones in schools and other drastic measures like that are not really going to help us advance our goals. Instead, what I believe we need to do is really cultivate good digital habits, digital health, that's going to empower us, not just kids, by the way, adults as well, to not escape routes that leave us unprepared for tomorrow's challenges, but rather more confident about choices we can make. And in a world with AI, this becomes even more important because we don't want to deal with the consequences of having neglected it 2 decades from now. So let's put our AI tools to work. And here is today's Daily Spark prompt. As always, you'll find it in the show notes, ready for you to edit, copy, and paste. So today, the prompt is all about building good digital habits. And it's really crucial that we are able to navigate our digital life independently by being able to align with the vision of who we want to be. So in today's situation, I want you to think about your daily interaction with technology. Was it the constant checking of your phone? Is it endless scrolling? We all have these habits, and we also all know how easy it is to get lost in spending too much time on our phones. You want to honestly assess your current digital habits and share them with your AI tool, but also share where you're struggling and also identify those moments where you don't even think twice about where your phone is or wanting to even be on it. Now, the challenge we want to look at today is really being able to break free from the unproductive digital habits that we have, but without disengaging from the technology completely, because after all, it's just a reality of the world that we live in. Now, our aspiration for today is to be able to create a balanced digital life where technology is a tool for enhancement, but it's not a distraction or crutch or preventing us from anything else. This balance is really crucial for us to be able to use AI and technology in an effective way, aligning with our aspiration of who we want to become, as we discussed in episode 105 just a week ago when we talked about identity. Now, the results we're looking for is we want a life where our interaction with technology is intentional and purposeful so that it is contributing in a positive way to our personal growth, our productivity, our creativity, and our overall well-being. Last but not least, you want to go in with Kismet and tell your ChatGPT or your favorite AI tool that for the next week, you want some help planning these mindful digital habits. This doesn't mean cutting out from your technology altogether, but you want to be more intentional about how you're using it. Each day, maybe you want to allocate a specific time for when you're going to use your technology and times for when you're going to be completely tech-free. You're probably going to have to share a little bit about your schedule. And as always, one of the best things to do is to ask your AI tool if there's anything else it needs to know to help you create the schedule and plan. Remember, technology like AI is a tool like any other tool, and we're only going to see more of these tools. So being able to know the difference between distraction and discipline is really going to have to be up to us. And the key to being able to be successful in this scenario is not avoiding the technology, but being able to be mindful about the habits we're developing in alignment with our skills, our strengths, our values, and who we want to be. We want to move forward with the world, not backwards. So until next time, let me know how these prompts are working out for you. Track those digital habits, track how you're spending time on your phone. Ultimately, everything is about becoming the best version of yourself. So no matter where you are currently at, what you like about your habits, what you dislike about your habits, every single moment is a chance to become that 1% better. And even though it might not feel like a lot in the moment, trust me, it all. So let me know what results you got and how I can help improve these prompts so that they better help you. Your story, remember, inspires so many others. So please share your story. Let me know what happened. Let me know what you're trying and how others might be able to benefit from your strategy as well.